Hey guys, what's up? September is National Chicken Month, and this video is sponsored by Chicken Farmers of Canada. So look for this logo on your pack of chicken just to be sure that not only is it of great quality, but by buying it, you're supporting the farmers of Canada. So celebrate chicken with international recipes from all over the world and follow them on Instagram. They're having a giveaway. It's gonna end at 9 a.m. on the September 27th. You can follow them on @chicken.ca, and they also have a $5,000 contest going on at chicken.ca/contest. That one is gonna end on October 16th. Now, today's dish is gonna be a chicken Changezi. Has a pretty fun, cool sounding name, and I'll talk to you more about it. But first, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right into this dish. So we'll start right off by adding in some yogurt, which is a great technique to help tenderize any meat. And I'm using chicken thighs today, and that's going to be the best when it's slow cooked in this way. Also add in your tomato paste. This is going to add in some richness to the sauce and add a bit of color as well. And we're almost done. So just add in your salt, a tiny pinch of turmeric, and that is all. And you might find it strange that why are we not adding any other spices? How is this going to be tasty? But there's a big reason for it. And there's a reason why I don't want to add raw spices for this slow cooked version of a traditional chicken Changezi. Whisk that up, then add in your chicken, and then just mix that really well. Let that chill overnight, or at least an hour and a half if you're short on time. Now, in no ways is this a traditional version of a chicken Changezi dish. This is actually going to be an adaptation and a slow cooker version of a chicken Changezi, and I just want you all to experience what slow cooked chicken tastes like. Kebabs are great, sauteed chicken amazing, but slow cooked, it's gonna change your life. Now, those of you who have the Instant Pot, you have the perfect slow cooker, and you can saute and slow cook in the same pot. But in case you don't have an Instant Pot and you only have a slow cooker, then you can follow all of the saute steps of this recipe in a skillet or a pot, whatever you prefer. So in my case, I'm gonna set my Instant Pot to saute mode on high heat, and then I will melt some ghee in this. Now add in a bay leaf, 1 black cardamom. It's kind of barbecuing if you smell it. It's really delicious. A couple of green cardamom pods. They're super fragrant. Then cumin seeds. Add a tiny bit of hing. And then all of your onions. Give all that a quick stir. And add a good amount of salt to help cook out the onions. Then we'll add in about a 1/4 cup of cashews. And just around half the amount of almonds as well. We'll cook this out till the onions have become a rich golden brown. And this mixture is just gonna become very aromatic. Just keep in mind to continue to stir. Cook this on a medium high heat. In an Instant Pot is on the high setting in saute mode, and eventually the onions will start looking more like this. You can see there are pockets of oil that have separated, and that just tells you that the masala is at a good stage for the next set of ingredients. So I have a frozen portion of ginger and garlic paste in a Ziploc. I'm going to dump that in here along with all of my dried spices. Now, I told you earlier when we did the marinade that we're not adding dried spices yet. Well, we're doing it now, but let's add it first and then I'll tell you why we're doing it now. So start with your degi mirch, which is a milder version of a Kashmiri mirch but adds lots of color. Then coriander powder, cumin powder, and some garam masala as well. Now just give this all a mix, and we'll finish cooking out this oniony masala until this is becoming even more fragrant. But hold to that thought while I tell you why we are adding the spices now. Now, this being a slow cooker version of this Indian delicacy, there are a few things you have to keep in mind to get this right in the slow cooker. And the most important one is you cannot add raw spices into a sauce and call it a day. That's not how you make an Indian dish. That's something else. And that is why the marinade didn't have any particular spices at all. And to help go around the requirement of Indian cuisine to not add raw spices to sauces, you want to saute them out first. And the only saute step we have is with those onions. And that crucial step has now been completed. And now we can just puree this and make it into a smooth masala. So I'm going to take out my bay leaf but leave in the green cardamom and the black cardamom. You can choose to take it out if you want, but I just find it adds more flavor. Now transfer all of this beautiful looking masala packed with flavor into your food processor or a blender, and then we're going to add something that you might not have expected to make this nice and smooth. And that's going to be milk. But let's talk about why it's called chicken Changezi. Now, this dish is named after the Mughal ruler Genghis Khan, and the locals in India would call him Genghis Khan, and hence the dish chicken Changezi. So Genghis Khan, while he loved Indian cuisine, he didn't really enjoy spicy foods. So a balance had to be reached so that we can still get Indian flavors, but it's not too crazy spicy. And that's when milk was used to create this dish. And I think it's gonna do wonders to this. Now that mixture just looks so good, and if you really love this dish, the next time you make it, just make a lot more and freeze this so you have a ready to make chicken Changezi paste whenever you want. Now once you pureed it, if you're using a slow cooker, you can now add that puree into your slow cooker, rinse it out, get everything out of that blender or food processor, and if you're using an Instant Pot, you can transfer it back to your pot. No need to clean it up. There's a lot of flavor in there still. Quick little mix, and now you're ready to add the last set of ingredients and start the slow cook. So add in all of the marinade, yogurt and everything. Give this a quick mix, and then we'll also add in the tomato puree or pasara if you can find that, which is basically just strained tomatoes. Give that a quick little mix as well, and now let's start slow cooking. So close the lid of your slow cooker or your Instant Pot, set it on high mode in slow cook, and I'm gonna cook it for about 3.5 hours. And once the timer is over, you're gonna have something that looks super delicious and just velvety smooth, beautiful gravy, just like this. And I'm gonna show the chicken in just a little bit, but you can bet it's very tender. Now finish it with a touch of cream. I'm using 10%, half and half, and not heavy cream. This is a great time now to taste and adjust for any seasoning. I'm going to say it needs a touch of salt. And I made some fresh homemade naan bread for this. They turn out great baked on a baking steel in the oven, and I'll link that down below if you want to make that. I'm going to garnish this with a bit of ghee and thinly slit green chilies. Let that get lightly toasted. A tiny sprinkle of kasuri methi or fenugreek leaves, and you have a beautiful bowl of ultra soft chicken which just tears apart with ease in the form of this chicken Changezi dish, slow cooked. You're gonna love it. If you love butter chicken, just think of this as a more royal version of that same dish, but it doesn't taste anything like it, even though you might think it looks similar. You're gonna enjoy this one. And if you want to do me a favor, instead of just watching this, also click on that red button down below. It says subscribe, hit that bell icon, and check out chicken.ca. Check out Chicken Farmers of Canada, support your local Canadian farmers, and I'll see you all on the next one.